Good morning, everybody. David McCoy here, Ochimo Properties, Real Estate Matters. I decided to make this video. It's been I made a video last week, right about a week ago, right about the time that the President declared the emergency for the coronavirus pandemic in the U.S. And I haven't uploaded it or posted it yet. I think it's okay. I don't know. I guess I just really felt like I wanted to think about that before I did it. Tons of people, of course, are putting up videos, and I think rightfully so. There's a lot going on right now. So at the risk of, I know that I'm probably going to, I can't possibly know how you all feel, and I don't want, I probably am going to sound like a jerk if I say that I do know how you feel, because I don't. And probably going to sound like a jerk if I'm trying to, offer advice, because I think all of us are just sort of muddling through here. Every day it seems like, since in the last week or two, it seems like things have escalated quite a bit. I think it's pretty much, I mean, I don't want to sound optimistic, pessimistic, but I think we all are seeing that. I don't know how we would avoid a global recession given the events that are occurring. I haven't seen any estimates of people, so I don't know. I'm just sort of guessing in terms of the number of companies and individuals who have had to cease their operations for now. But I don't think that it would be a wild exaggeration to think that perhaps 20 to 30% of the people are currently out of work in about a week. Hopefully that will come back very quickly, but I do think we still have 3 or 4 weeks probably at least before we hit the peak of this crisis. And so I think it's going to be a few months. I would think perhaps longer to get through it. So I know, again, it's the last thing anybody of you all wants to hear is some guy telling you, hey, I have the answers, because I don't have the answers. I don't. But I do know that we're all going to be facing some problems. A lot of people don't know when they'll see another paycheck. I may also be in that boat. I don't know. But I guess at this point, we kind of have to feel through this together. And so one of the things that I thought of is, I don't know what that might be, but I'm thinking of it in terms of real estate. I'm a commercial real estate broker. I also do international real estate, I've mentioned before. I don't really consider myself a residential broker, but I flip some houses, and so I have some familiarity with residential real estate, and I know a bit about the bankruptcy process and the foreclosure process with properties. So it occurs to me that I don't know what I could offer, but if there are some of you who are concerned about some of these things and want to try to figure out I mean, let's just call it like it is. We don't want to lose our homes. We don't want to lose our businesses. We don't want to lose our income. We're worried about ourselves. I'm sure you must be worried about your families and yourselves, and that's a terrible position to be in. Some of these things may not be solvable, but some of them may be. And I guess I'm putting that out there that, you know, if we need to start working on some sort of your business, if your business needs some sort of relief, you know, or if you're a landlord and you're trying to figure out what in the world you can do here, or if you're concerned you're going to lose your house, you know, I don't want people to panic or jump the gun. At the same time, I would say don't wait until you get to a situation where it's a panic, or where it's maybe too late to try to address that. And so, so I'm throwing that out there. If that's something that you have questions about, I might be able to answer some questions about some of those things. It looks as though, I believe that today, it may have been yesterday, a relief bill, I believe, was passed by Congress, and I think I don't know if it's been signed by the President yet or not, to try to help us through some of this. And I believe that for the time being, at least HUD foreclosures, just HUD, that's not all of them, have been put on hold for a short while, not long term. My understanding is for a few weeks or a month, maybe two, but I don't even think it's that long, just to kind of say, hey, let's give people a chance here. And I believe that they are passing some legislation to try to make sure that people aren't immediately put in a situation they can't get out of. There may be some forbearance on your mortgage payment. I don't know that that's a definite thing yet, so I'm not saying there is, but it has at least been discussed. So there's some things in the works, and we don't know what all they are yet. But if we need to have some discussions about that, you know, let me know. And maybe there's some things that we can do. Maybe not. You know, I can't promise that, but perhaps there are. And you know, going forward, you know, I think at least for a while things are going to change. We have this social distancing thing, and there are still people, I'm working with some clients now who are still looking for properties. This has not stopped them. You know, we'll see, but perhaps as we go along they'll say that they can't go forward, but right now they still feel like, you know, we're going forward, but because of the social distancing they feel like we can't get out and we can't do things. So one thing that I'm, you know, planning on doing some is, you know, assuming I stay well, which I don't have any reason to believe I won't, but I think we all think that. But I am going to be trying to offer, I guess, sort of some virtual tours for people who want to look at property, but they just can't risk getting out. We might be able to go out on some of those and take some pictures or video and share that with you so that you can at least see it virtually. And at least that may be enough to narrow the field. So that if you narrow the field, maybe we can get to one or two that you actually want to visit in person, but to try to minimize the amount of time that people are out and try to minimize social contact with other individuals. I'm like you. I'm struggling with, you know, the things to do or not do. The last few days, I have not been as engaged and active as I normally am, because I'm often find myself wondering if these are things I should or should not be doing. I've been staying in as much as I felt I can, but I have gone out to appointments. And so I think we're working through it together. So I don't have the answers, but I guess, you know, if you have questions or concerns, or if you think there's some things that need to be addressed, I'd like to know what they are. So I am optimistic. I do, you know, wholeheartedly believe we'll get through this. We will. I also wholeheartedly believe we need to take care of each other and help each other get through it. I'm also a realist. I don't think we're going to get through unscathed. I think we're going to have a rough time here. I don't know how long it will last. I hope it won't last more than a few months or so, but who's to say? I mean, it could take a while to get things up and running again. But in any case, that's sort of where I am right now. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope, I know many of you have probably been laid off. And you know, I don't know really. You know, I know hopes and wishes and all isn't much solace when you're dealing with those things. But I will say I think we will get through it. And I'd like to do my little part, of whatever that may be. So I guess that's really all I had to say. So best of luck to everybody. And I hope that things work out well for you. And if there is some way that I might help you do that, let me know. And if I feel like I can make it work, I'll try to help with that as well. So have a good evening, everybody. I'm sure that we will be talking more. I'm about to, I think, start my regularly scheduled videos that they won't be every day. I may do small videos here and there, like Facebook Live or YouTube Live or things like that, but sort of a regular longer video, 10 or 15 minutes, probably once a week or twice a week. And but that's it for this evening. Bless all you guys, and I will hopefully talk to you next time. Take care. Bye.